He just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
My puppy ain't home.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray now running right on the option. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Good point.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Oh, he dropped that.
Incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J.
Fuck, dog.
Kicking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the
Fuck, dog. I looked back, bro. I didn't fuck. Oh, man.
They were conceding 3 points.
Oh, man. Roughing the passer, dog.
What a big-time play and a big-time stop.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he hadn't got.
You see, I had pick 6, bro, and I ran out of bounds, bro, by mistake. Whatever. First game, man. We rusty.
Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't put it. 2 drives went
like how this.
Why? Did you make the playoffs last year?
They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Were you in the offs last year?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this
Nah.
is sent away. Taking it about the 36.
For real?
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jaguars.
Yeah, you trying to get drafted or some shit?
10.
I feel you.
The
How you been though? You been chilling?
Set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of
What's
humor?
up, man?
Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Murray to air it out again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. The They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yo, my mom is tripping. Bugging. She wants me. I'll tell you out there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Lawrence. And look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They go play action now. Lawrence going up top. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
Trevor.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Jesse.
Attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Seven, our score after 1. down. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down.
It's open.
Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. And he finds McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Murray. And it is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Scary motherfucking Terry. Oh, I may have shanked that. Oh, no.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Yo, you know who's watching? Hey, Jesse. She was like, she's like, I hope you're smiling at my messages.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's got a man.
He's getting fucking burnt, dog.
He's going to be marked down just outside
fucking burnt.
10.
Ridiculous.
Quite a
fucking
show
ridiculous,
of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target too. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw again on second down. Murray finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Five yards remain on second down. Slot man moves right. From just shy of midfield, Murray toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Murray. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Josh Allen in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Too many picks. I don't deserve to win this shit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
I'm lagging, dog. What's going on here?
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence dancing to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last
What am I
thing you
doing,
want to
bro?
see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Lawrence going to throw again. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cortland Sutton, 42 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Murray. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Murray now. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now receiver in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. They're going for it. It's Murray. Forced out to his, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Being chased out left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation,
good game, bro.
How great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Man, it's over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh,
and
man.
it's picked up by the Ravens.
Yeah, it's over.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Hey.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Oh, I'm lagging.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Hard throw, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Down. Hey, echo. Hey, hang on.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
On the double.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard
terrible debut. Terrible, bro.
sack.
Fuck.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They try to throw on second down,
Tyler, you
but
want
this
some
one is incomplete.
bullshit,
Another throw
Tyler.
there off the mark, and
Some
obviously he's
bullshit.
battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him.
All right, Kylie, let's throw it down here. Fuck it.
Out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Oh, he beat me?
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Ravens are going to have the
That's Buda
football
Baker, huh?
at their own 1-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game.
It'd be like that.
Including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. Yards.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on 1st down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a 1st down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Going for the deep ball.
Good ride, bro.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown. A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles,
Kelsey
I know they're going to be
burned them
disappointed
too.
about
That's
several
crazy.
things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several
Kelsey,
turnovers.
boy.
You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right
game,
about
bro.
that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch
Yes,
every
sir.
error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
All right, bro. Good game, bro.
Never be in this type of situation again.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be